will sleep nights and dream of you. I hope it comes true. Love I have for you, I will keep it too. I hope you'll come around. I won't let you down. I talk to my best friends, but they just don't know. They think my thing for you is just a show, but they can put it down, and I'll just stick around. I'm not like the rest. I hope for the best and dreaming of you. I hope it comes true. Just all say, love I have for you, and it's true. I will keep it too. I hope you'll come around. I truly do. I won't let you down. And dreaming of you every night. And I'm dreaming of you, please be mine. I'm dreaming of you every night. But hope you're dreaming of me too. 'Cause love I have for you, and I will keep it true. I hope you come around. I won't let you down. Love I have for you, I will keep it true. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hope you'll come around. I really do. I won't let you. You know I won't let you. I won't let you down. Now, man, I feel over. Okay,
So you have an idea which line?
which line got 50%?
Thing,
What?
thing. You said I have a thing for you?
Nope.
No? Okay.
They think I'm thanking for you. You're like how I got south. Nope.
Anybody else have an
So
idea?
the line that was changed,
Yes, I go to Blackwell for 50% of my potential million seller. All right, you give up? I'll sing it. Which one is it?
It was about just start singing.
I talk to my best friends. I talk to my best friends, but they just don't know. They think my thing for you is just a shit. But they can hear cut to it down, and I'll just stick around.
Here it comes.
I'm not like the rest. That's his line.
I'm not,
And
I'm not like the
I'm
rest.
not like the rest. I hope for the best.
best.
And what was your line? I'm just like the.
I don't remember. But then I went home and thought about it for exactly 1 second. I said, I'm in with this guy. So a week later, we got tickets to Nashville, first class. And Otis is Blackwell in New York City, in the music industry, you see it all the time about, who's that girl who wrote with her husband, the Brill Building. Everything was the Brill. Well, Grilling, that's my name. Grill was in the Brill, working with Otis. And who's working above me? But she used to live in Bedford next to us.
Oh, Carol.
Carol King. She's upstairs right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I walk in to Otis's offices, and he's looking down over Times Square. And this is as high as I'm ever gonna get. And he's standing, looking with his back to me, and he says to me, Blue, that's why I think that in the industry, Bobby Blue. He says, Blue, I'm on the street, which means he's famous in it. And I'm going, what the hell's going on here? Because we haven't even released this record. I said, what do you mean? He said, Taylor did Handyman. I got a lot of money and I'm going to California. And what had happened is James Taylor had recorded
Yeah.
a different, the original version. Hey girl, gather round. I tell you what I'm putting down. Come on, baby, I'm your handy man. So Taylor goes, hey, kids, gather round. I'll do his nose. I'm your baby, I'm your handy man.
You can tell it's a little bit.
I take heroin whenever I can. My wife makes sure that it's not the end. I work 24. I'm your man. So I said, what does this mean? He said, well, let's just say things are postponed. He said, come on, I got to meet my daughter. So I am in fucking shock.
Right.
And we take the elevator down. I don't know how many floors. I'm just sitting there, standing there. And we go out to the street, and it's like God sent the chariot from above, and a red Cadillac comes zooming around, convertible, with his 38-year-old daughter sitting in the front seat. He opens the door, he reaches into his pocket, he pulls out a subway token, and says, good luck. Gets in the car, that's the last time I saw him. How's that for a story?
Wow.
Never seen that motherfucker.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That was a big deal gone down. So anyhow, that's just some of the fun we have in
Wow.
So that's that was my other songwriting part. But let's do some songs that we wrote.
Okay. You want to do a quick shake, or is that too much? Just
You want, okay, so part of what we did with the natural, what we do with the natural environment is try to make sense of what nature does to us and what we do to nature. And one of the things I was struck with was the end results of natural disasters, in which, you know, all we see is the devastation, the floods wiping out, the people, nobody has electricity, we all have dysentery. But there were positive things that happened when a storm happened.
the silver lining.
There's a
That's what
silver
we're
lining.
going for.
So, if you can tell her, she's the editor. So we wrote this thing called Earthquake Shake. Now, I worked on this for months because I couldn't get a rhyme. So, what I came up with,
Oh yeah.
you've got the hurricane wind,
Well, you got the earthquake.
you got the earthquake shake. Go ahead.
You got the hurricane wind. You got the
Cyclone spin,
tidal wave.
tidal wave wake,
And the cyclone spin.
and the cyclone spin. The word wake
Tidal wave wave.
can wipe out a whole island. And that was the word. As soon as that came up, the song, we had the song. So that meant a lot for us as songwriters. Obviously, you don't give a shit, but you gotta find out something. But what do I care? I'm not getting paid. I'm having 5 blocks from my house. Oh, this is a great place, and we need more artistic institutions like this. And let's have a big round of applause.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of bodies here, but if I take off my glasses, I don't know that. So, we do this with the band, but we like to do it as a duo because Annie likes to do it. And so do I. So this is dialogue with, inspired by that margarine commercial in which Mother Nature is playing in the forest with all her little animals, and they say, oh, what's the purity of your margarine? That's the image to keep in mind.
Or not.
Or not. And it allows me to play some blues. I went to Mother Nature, asked about the state of the planet. I said I liked it here on Earth. I liked the way she ran it. But there's just one question, right? I gotta ask you. What's this thing called a natural disaster? You got the earthquake shake. You got the hurricane wind. You got the tidal wave wake. You got the cyclone spin. When the ground starts trembling and the earth moving fast.
got the earthquake shake. You got the hurricane wind. You got the tidal wave wet. You got the cyclone spin. When the ground starts trembling and the earth's moving faster, you got yourself a natural disaster. And the windstorm, sandstorm, snowstorm, flood, shifting, shifting mud, avalanche, tornado, tsunami, drought, everything. It's not just destruction that we're talking about. Earthquake shake. Earthquake shake. Earthquake shake. Think it ain't. Lava flow from a volcano becomes that island where you can go. Forest fires afterglow. Some seeds of trees begin to grow. You got the earthquake shake. You got the hurricane wind. You got the tidal wave wind. You got the cyclone spin. When the ground starts trembling and the air's moving faster, you got yourself a natural disaster. The storm is over and the sky turns blue. Find the rainbow there for you. The storm is over and the sky turns blue. Find the rainbow there for
You should try playing it with a band. Rocks your socks, mama. So that's something that is normally a negative topic, but obviously I'd like to see that when they do the weather report.
In Oklahoma last night, the flood took down John Bland's car, and he's still looking for his wife in the backseat.
However, for any unnatural individual, here's a happy song about him. So Annie is the titular head of the Natural Women Band. She's my four.
That's when you're my associate.
That's right. I'm
That's
an
another
asset.
story.
I'll tell you that story. So in the '90s, we were the hottest thing in New York City. You couldn't have an event without us being there, and we were very happy to be there.
Yeah, there weren't many people doing it. So.
Nobody did what we did. Annie, of course, will try to find somebody to disprove this, but 50 fucking years later, we still haven't found somebody who does what we do. Except she's still looking. But this tension between us is what makes our art work. So, we were the house band at the Bronx Zoo for 25 years. So, we get our asses off in snow and the sand, like the postal workers. We were playing in November, it was 90 degrees. In January, it was 20 degrees. It was snowing at
We
Thanksgiving.
played the heat wave.
We played a heat
Remember
wave.
that crazy heat
We
wave?
had 10 days solid in the Bronx for
Outside.
the celebration of the first time in public of the birth of twin gorillas. So it was a big media event.
We got little tiny fans.
And it was
to put on our
115
microphones.
degrees in the shade. And we had to do 5 sets, and we loved it.
She has a
Did
question.
you play during the blackout?
No,
No.
we
Was
weren't
that
there.
before you? That was in the 60s, right? I'm from the Bronx.
Oh.
No, but I was in Manhattan in the 70s with the blackout also. I had both.
Yeah, I was living there as a
There's a
child.
blackout in the 70s, right? Yeah, it might have been too.
Yeah, no, I was living on 11th Street. Annie and I are old Greenwich villagers. So when we had money, I lived on West 11th, and when we didn't, we lived on East 3rd, the Bowery Mission. On our block was the Hells Angels. Across the street was St. Mary of the Bag Ladies. And you could always get a fix at Tony's Market.
I wouldn't know that.
Annie wouldn't know that, but I would, because that had helped a few people. So, the purpose of this tirade is what?
I don't know, you're my associate.
Associate. So, the Tisch family, I don't know, you guys live in Connecticut, but you're
I
sophisticated.
think they're in New York.
Okay, we got some sophisticated. So the Tisch family got a lot of bucks.
They're still in NYU.
All right, so they decide the zoo for children The purpose of the Central Park Zoo is for children, which is really, I guess, all zoos are. More people go to zoos and aquariums than all sporting events, artist events, concerts, than anything else combined.
Is that good?
So if you want to know where your people are, Faith, they're at the fucking zoo. Now, so the Tish family get in touch with our people and say we want us to celebrate the opening of the Central Park Zoo.
Wow.
The reopening. Now this is a big media event. Just like on 8½, the movie, where they got all the cameras, all the guys snapping, 100 Japanese cameramen. So they say to me, we'll need amplification. Now meanwhile, Annie's walking with the Tish family, she's walking with the head of the zoo, and I'm dragging an amplifier halfway through fucking Central Park. So we get to one place, I set up, they say no, we gotta move it over there. So then I move it over there. So now the whole flotilla of camera people move over. So now it's all set up, and Mr. Tish is there, or some big money guy. And he blah, 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 snap, snap, snap. And he says, and what better way to reopen the children's zoo here at the Tish Children's Zoo than to have Annie of the Natural Wonder Band. And then he turns to me and her associate sing happy birthday. And that's the name of this show. So internationally famous associate. And since then, guess what? It's come up again.
But you like it.
But I just shortened Annie and her ass. So that was one of my other big New York City gigs. How about playing at the UN?
How about that?
So we, people in Japan, they're called Japanese, and they're heavily into eating seafood. So they found out about us. We could
Yeah,
do
there
a
was
little
a poster contest.
Right. So they had a poster contest about
Save the Seas.
saving the seas, and we just happened to write a song called.
Yeah. And they had the posters up that all the children made. And there was a chorus of the choir of children from Maryland that came up to and learned our song.
52 children they brought up to sing at the UN with us. Just do a little bit.
Help us, please, to save the seas. Our friends below suffer silently. They're in trouble, and so are we. So help us, please, to save the seas. And we talked about some of the things you could do. Draw pictures.
That was
sing a
amazing.
song, write a letter, and so on.
So there we are at the major assembly where Khrushchev is banging his shoe. We're singing in a rock and roll band about saving the seas. That was an unforgettable moment for us, especially because I needed to go to the bathroom.
Very memorable.
It was memorable to me. Finally, when the Vice President Chancellor of Japan, in charge of cultural affairs, grabbed me on my way almost to the bathroom and wanted to talk to me about my guitar playing, I said, "Excuse me, sir, but I'm going to pee in my pants." So, okay.
Okay, I have an idea.
Oh, wait a second. Are we still doing okay here? Are we having a good time?
Okay,
Because Annie doesn't let me out much.
good.
She's still not.
Yeah, you make me feel like this. So I think we ought to do something that's called
Let's sing.
polyphony.
Oh, okay.
This is a word, I had to look it up, but it's two different songs that work well together. So we realized somehow.
Annie did, which is amazing because she's left-handed, dyslexic, and beautiful, and quite confusing.
Well, anyway, I sing Bill Bailey, and you sing Just Because.
Right. Elvis did a great version of Just Because She's Saying You're So Pretty, and I liked it because even at 5 years old, I realized It goes, just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because your mother thinks you've got something that nobody else has got. And then something else.
Something about Santa Claus.
Oh, calls himself Santa Claus. So I'm
I
going,
think if we sing it, we'll remember it.
what is this, some sort of learning disabled thing? Okay, so we're gonna do it. Now,
But
if we
feel
forget
free
the
to
words.
sing along on
She-
either song.
Let's make believe like an happy country. Well, just because you think you're so pretty, and just because you think you're so hot, and just because you think you got something that nobody else has got, you made me spend all my money. You thought that I was Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you that you and I are through. Just because.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent.
Come, baby.
I know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out. Loving was a fine tooth comb. I know I've been late.
No,
Ain't it a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home?
no.
Just won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home?
And just
I cried the whole night long.
and just
I'll do the
because
cooking, honey.
got something
I'll pay the rent.
that
I know I've
nobody else
done
has.
you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out.
You thought that I was Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you, you
Ain't
and
it a
I
shame? Bill Bailey, won't you
just
please come?
because,
Bill Bailey, won't you
just
please come?
because.
Bill Bailey, just because.
Pay some of these country bums a lot of money for this.
Yeah,
That's
like
called
Holly's
Polyphony.
It was based on
That's how I
the
say it.
Honeymooners episode in which Ralph and tries to buy well, he's a millionaire all of a sudden, just like us. He tries to buy a string of polo ponies. However, he calls them polyphonies. He calls them polyphonies. That's it. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. So that was one of Annie's brilliant ideas that we had sitting around the other about a year ago.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's fun. And you know what? We spent the last year trying to find another one. We haven't found.
Yeah.
So if you ever know of one, let us know.
I've never used AI, but I thought that might be something.
That's an AI, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's afraid of AI. She thinks it's going to eat her brain.
No,
But
I
you
just
know
like
what?
to
We don't have
exercise my
enough brain for AI. We've been using AI since we turned on the television. Man. What? we don't want this bickering. We were going to do a show called The Bickers Meet the Farkases, or The Bickers Meet the Fracases. And all we do, we come up here and argue about the price of melon. I saw it for $15. I saw it for 10. I saw it for $15. What?
How about Gotta Move?
Oh yeah, okay. This is a good one. I like this song. I wrote this in my rockabilly period. Rockabilly is the only true, really rock and roll in America. It was a combination of hillbillies who took the blues format, juiced it up, threw a little moonshine in, and they did some hiccups. Well, I don't care so much. You're the loving me in time. With my baby. Go kiss and kiss and kiss and kiss and kiss and you know, baby, won't get like this. Oh, baby, boom, 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 boom. So that was rockabilly. Did that for 10 years ago, I blew my fucking mind. That's how many times can you go? But I did.
Let's tell the tale.
And thank God to the bar owners of all the bars in New Jersey that kept all working musicians employed for 20 years of my life when we lived in Manhattan.
Right. We're getting back to Gotta Move.
Oh, okay. So I had this friend, Ronnie Grace, whose father was a mafia don. Matter of fact, one of the things that he did was Shea Stadium and Park Avenue. He did all the parking lots. He plowed construction. So he had box seats first day at Shea Stadium with a plaque that said the Grace family. Well, anyhow, Ronnie didn't go into the business. He was an artist. And he as artists in the village in those days, with garrets, we had garrets, 6 floors. We wore berets, we were so cool. We had turtlenecks, and we sold gawas. But if you don't know what that is, who the fuck cares? I don't care. But anyhow, he had this habit, a nasty habit of not paying rent. So what happens in New York City, you get a notice the first month, then you get another notice, then they slap on a notice and you can't open your door. And you can't get your possessions, and then you can get arrested. So this is about him. This is called Gotta Move, because that guy had to move a lot, right?
Yep.
That's the song?
Very good.
Thank you, Wayne.
Rock my bed, shake my head. The landlord gets us, we're both dead. We gotta move. Hey, pretty baby, we gotta move. Ain't got the rent and it's time when we gotta move. Shut the light, get out of sight. We won't get caught if the time ain't right. We gotta move. Hey, pretty baby, we gotta move. Ain't got the dough, man, it's time to go. We gotta move. We gotta move downstairs and across the floor. We move like a shadow out the back door. We gotta move in the business, we're too poor. Don't tip the cops, we got a place next door. Well, pack my bags, let's hit the road. Come on, baby, it's time to go. We gotta move. Hey, pretty baby, we gotta move. Let's move it in. We gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, move, move. We gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, move, move. We gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, move, move. We gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, move. Got the rent that's time we went. We gotta move. Come on, baby, it's time to go. Don't tell your wife, don't tell your son. We gotta go, 'cause we gotta have fun. Well, set the lights, get out of sight. We won't get caught if the time ain't right. We gotta move. Hey, pretty baby, we gotta move. We gotta move. Hey, pretty baby, we gotta move. We gotta move. Hey, pretty baby, we gotta move. In the
He
natural
became a
wonder,
psychiatrist.
in the natural wonder band version, we made it about alternative modes of transportation.
You want to hear a verse? You got a verse?
I don't know if I remember the first, but we can try a little bit. Cars are everywhere we go. Africa, Mexico, we gotta move. Everybody's gotta move. They got the cost and exhaust. Oh, that's right. Something about the cost and exhaust. And then we have the middle part, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Anyway.
I'm giving you a solo Spidey.
So we're just showing how we sing more of our songs sometimes.
Yeah, we did. What was that? Remember this one? We wrote this one, Westchester County, New York. Another place with a lot of money that we never got in. We wrote Recycle.
Recycle. When recycling was the new thing. Westchester County wanted us to let people know what it meant, what it was about.
Sing a verse.
R-E-C-Y-C-L-E.
You got letters.
You never know who you'll meet down at the depot. R-E-C-Y-C-L-E.
Come on, baby.
Every Sunday.
Come on.
Let's all go recycle and drink the cash. Recycle. That's right, recycle. R-E-C-Y-C-L-E. Recycle.
Take it slow.
Recycle.
Guitar.
What year was that?
I think early 90s.
92.
Well,
Larchmont, the town of Larchmont.
92?
Something like that, yeah.
There we got, we made a lot of money with that one too. So I guess the whole theme of this,
Because we recycle our neighbors' bottles and give them money.
we're on a limited budget, which means we're limited to that, whoever gives us money. But our neighbors feel so sorry for us to get us their empty 10-cent bottles now.
Plastic bottles.
But I don't mind, I like doing it, because one of the things I had to do for 3 years, besides work on Wall Street 9 to 5, 50 hours a week, play in the Natural Wonder Band, play in an oldies band with the Drifters and the Coasters. Not only did I have to do that, I had to make extra money working as a vending guy, putting cans and soda machines on every Metro North station in all 2 states.
Yeah.
That
I
was-
even worked in the office.
That
a little
sucked. You know what?
bit. It's over now.
It's over now, she keeps telling me.
So you're telling me she had a glamorous artist life?
That's
Yes.
right. No, wait a second.
And still
It's
are,
just
we
like
still
this.
are.
It's like this. The artist's way in. You know what a way in? It's before the biters come together and they get way in and they say, I'm gonna kick your ass, mom.
I'll wait in on that.
That's the way in. Okay, so that's, that combines a few things.
How about I Believe? That's a nice, hopeful song.
We're doing hopeful songs?
Yeah, I hear now.
Yes, okay,
Or I would do
so
Walking After Midnight if you
we'll
want.
do I Believe and then we'll do Walking After Midnight. So, I wrote this song with Amy's help, of course, because I felt like it. No, I wanted to talk about love. And I wanted to talk about the understated reality that men have love too. So that's why I wrote this song, for their families. If we could just find a way to share our love every day, life would be so much more, all that we're hoping for. Open your eyes as you pray. I believe, I believe, I believe. Let me do this. I believe the stars will shine every evening. I believe the sun will rise every day. I believe the birds will sing forever. I believe this is true. I believe a mother's love is eternal. Yes, I do. I believe a father's joy grows and grows. I believe the birds will sing forever. I believe this is true. And I believe that love is really the answer. I believe that love will never die, never die. I believe the birds will sing forever. Yes, I do. I believe this is true. If we could find a way to share our love every day, life could be so much more. All that we're hoping for. Open your hearts as you say. I believe, I believe, I believe. que las telas brillan cada noche, amigo. Creo que las palabras cantaron siempre. Creo que es verdad. I believe love is really the answer. I believe love will never die, never die. I believe the birds will sing forever. Yes, we do. I believe this is true. I believe this is true. I believe this is true. Es verdad. I just don't sing about frogs, but I love them. So what was the one that you want to do? Annie, by the way, is a very self-facing person. But you did not know this, that she was the country western queen of Switzerland for 2 years running in the 90s. We couldn't walk down the street.
I know.
Oh, she
She lived in Switzerland too.
just happened to be in Switzerland, and it was great. We're doing gigs, and there's Marion down the street in Winterwald or some weird fucking Swiss
And our
place.
children were the same age and friends.
And we were able to bring our daughter, and Annie's mother actually came over with us and stayed a month
The
or so.
first time, yeah, our daughter was like 4 months.
So anyhow, Annie, I met Willie and Annie. That was her brother. Is still his name. And I gave them a cassette. This is how long ago of the Smithsonian's 1950 and 1960s greatest country music singles. And I said, you learn this, and you'll work forever. And he's still working. He's still doing the same repertoire. And he's still working. And you know, he's still making the same money he made 50 years ago.
We don't know.
We don't know. But anyhow, so when Annie took the stage, these Swiss guys would get wet. I said, I'm sorry. I said, that's the way he used to talk. I'm a musician. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go home and get the ashes. Or better yet, ask Frank McCourt. Maybe I'll get Angela's ashes. I always thought it was her asses. But that's a different story. Uh-oh, time to go. Let's go.
Time to go.
So we're gonna.
We gotta move.
So I once had a roommate named Ed Farkas. For 1 year straight, all we talked was in song titles. Think about that.
Wow.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry tonight? Do you miss me tonight? I'm sorry, so sorry. So this is what I do. But then again, I've been institutionalized a lot. So what do we do?
Walking after midnight.
Do you know the song?
Patsy Cline, yeah.
And he's getting ready. It's big. Here it goes.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, but that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking
No, baby.
after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm a lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere. I'm walking after midnight, searching for me.
Rock it, Bob.
I start to see a
10,000 drunk country western wearing cowboys from Switzerland shooting real ammunition into the sky going, Yahoo, we vote Annie, more Annie. And of course, you know who they didn't want?
My
Her
associate.
She was fucking married and we're quit. It was a good line, you almost blew it.
I know,
You stepped on my line, good. You want to do anything else or we're done?
How about Earthlings Sing? No?
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely.
Something else you want to do?
No, that's
Oh, no, wait a minute. It's time for that special part of the show where you play a solo and everybody writes
Oh.
down what it evokes for them. You can
Okay.
either write it or you could draw it.
Are
Just
they
any
doing
image,
it?
any image. Will
Are
you
they
start
doing it?
yes.
Well, what would you like? Well,
The
okay.
one we discussed.
I don't remember. If it's not,
Okay.
are we gonna give them the title? No, after. But this is an instrumental, because you know what? Andy doesn't want to play with me, so I play by myself. As long as I'm not playing with myself, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, this is a working
I know it's
title,
gonna
what you
happen.
guys write down. Very good. I wrote that because nobody else would. And it's kind of lonely in the house when Annie's preparing to come to, she's always sleeping.
And you're up all night.
And I'm up all night, taking Dawn's pills. But I'm not going to get into my comorbidities. That's another song I wrote. I could do that. Would you like a little of that? How about that?
Okay.
So no, seriously, I take 13 pills. I'm a liver transplant success story. 10 years this year, thanks to her and thanks to some knucklehead without a helmet driving a motorcycle in Maine. Now the liver was kind of big, so I walk around sideways to get through doors. But I'm glad to be alive. But I've still got a lot of things wrong with me, so. All comorbidity. Comorbidity. That's what my name is now. You can sit around. Comorbidity. He doesn't sing this at home. I know the why, the where, and the how, and the what. I got me 16 doctors taking care of me. But I wake up every morning in misery. Yeah, I got cold, and you do comorbidity. 'Cause that's what my name is now. Yeah, mother, fix me, won't you? That's what my name is. Yeah. I don't think I need any more than that.
Oh, that's great.
I don't think it needs a bridge, except I need a bridge up here. But that's $10,000. We are passing the hat. It's a cowboy 10-gallon, fill it up. So that's it for me.
Okay.
It's time to watch television. I mean, we could go all night. My grandfather, we both come, I'm a third generation musico. My Italian grandfather came here in 1919. He was born in 1898. I always like to say that. I knew somebody from the 1800s, personally. He founded the Westchester Symphony because he liked symphonic music in the 20s. My other grandfather, who was born in New Jersey, he had a ragtime band.
Wow.
So he knew all the hits of the early 20s.
Piano player.
And in the old days when people would get together and families would still talk to each other, we would get together and sing all these songs. So I know all these old tunes, you know. So let me tell you, if you like what you heard today, you'll never hear it again, so see you later. Save all your money, and give it to Faith that she needs.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And I thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you all coming.
And we hope you enjoyed one song, one sound. Then our visit and our voyage down here from so far away, at least a quarter of a mile, has meant everything for me today. And from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say it's close to my stomach. Bye. Oh, and one last thing.
Thank you.
I'm still in love with Annie.
Thank you for tracing